Welcome back to another episode of Hit 'em on the Side Football, and today I want to discuss OTAs. So you all know OTAs has started. The schedule for OTAs is May 27th through May 29th, and there's some things I want to discuss. It's not a lot of news today. Ravens have a lot. They got OT is coming up. Preseason. I think the preseason is coming up. And a lot of like other topics for the Ravens. It's not really much going on right now, but it's some notes that I wrote down about OTAs. I want to talk about the depth chart. I want to talk about Tyler Loop. I want to talk about Malachi Starks and some rookies. Rookies like Mike Green, the second round edge rusher. I want to talk about him, and I want to talk about Todd Monken and the offense this season. So first off, I want to talk about the depth chart. So a lot of the Ravens starting lineup is appearing to be heading into the 2025 season, and most of their depth chart is pretty good. There's some lingering questions. The cornerback position, Marlon Humphrey, Nate Wiggins. I think they're good at cornerback. After the cornerback position, you got certain guys like I don't know, Chidobe Awuzie. You got it's like those guys are pretty much solid. Chidobe Awuzie, Marlon Humphrey, Nate Wiggins. But after that, it's like a lot of question marks because the Ravens got rid of Brandon Stevens, so they have to figure out who their fourth cornerback will be in the defense. We know Marlon Humphrey's gonna be probably starting. Nate Wiggins, they signed Chidobe Awuzie to a 1-year deal, and after that, it's pretty cloudy. After those three, so the Ravens are gonna have to figure out what they're gonna do with the cornerback position. Also, I want to talk about Trenton Simpson. Trenton Simpson is expected to be starting inside linebacker next to Roquan Smith this season. While Simpson is projected to be the guy, there's still some guys that are like developmental players that could push for reps, rotational guys, some packages based on like certain downs and distances. We still got Kyle Van Noy, we still got Dafe Owe, guys like that. They're surely gonna make the team. But after the Roquan Smith's gonna make the team. But the linebacker position is also something to look at as well. So these position battles and depth evaluations, like they're not like big name players, but these are like players that are going to have to prove themselves this year. And if they want to be an everyday starter for the Baltimore Ravens. So that's all for like the depth chart clarity, in my opinion. Those are some notes that I took. Another guy I wanted to talk about was Tyler Loop. So Tyler Loop is doing very well for the Baltimore Ravens. So all eyes, it will be on Tyler Loop this season because we all know Justin Tucker is no longer with the Ravens, and Justin Tucker has been with the Ravens for over a decade. So after an impressive showing at rookie minicamp, Loop aims to continue building momentum and solidifying his role as a Baltimore Raven kicker. So a transition the franchise that's faced in 12 years is crazy because Justin Tucker has been consistent for most of his career. And they also added undrafted rookie, John Hoyland out of Wyoming. He's also He's also looking to compete for the kicking job as well for the Baltimore Ravens. So look out for John Hoyland in probably preseason games and OTAs. And that's pretty much all for the kickers. A guy that I want to talk about is Malachi Starks. So Malachi Starks was a first round selection, and he is expected to step right away and make a difference in the secondary, alongside All Pro Kyle Hamilton. Some of his key attributes that he's good at. He's quickly adjusting to the speed of the NFL. He has great athleticism, playmaking ability, and he's a great tackler. So the Ravens did good drafting him. I think he will start this season. They don't have a Darius Washington, so the Ravens are going to need Malachi Starks this year. So that's pretty much it for Malachi Starks. And to piggyback off of Malachi Starks, I want to talk about some of these rookies. Some rookies like second round. So the Ravens had 11 draft picks. Second round, one of the key rookies that I liked was Mike Green. He has all the tools to contribute early, and especially in a pass rush rotation, he's versatile and explosive. So look for that in preseason games. Another guy that I was looking at was undrafted rookie safety Bia Brade. I don't know how to say his name. He earned a spot on the 53-man roster last season. So this year's rookies will have an opportunity to prove themselves because the Ravens still have holes on defense. Not really on offense because they're pretty good at wide receiver. Running back is pretty good. It's just the defense, the secondary, they got rid of a lot of players. So that's my main focal point that I'm looking at with the preseason and OTAs. And that's pretty much it for some of the rookies. And one last thing I want to talk about is the Todd Monken offense. So Todd Monken had orchestrated an offense last year that had 40 passing touchdowns and 20 rushing touchdowns in a single season. Now, the key to the Todd Monken offense is to elevate this offense to Super Bowl readiness. So he's already this is probably, is this his third year? Yeah, this is going to be his third year. So this version of the new Todd Monken offense will include new players like DeAndre Hopkins. So there are already promising signs that Lamar he's been put in offseason work with Zay Flowers in South Florida. Derrick Henry had his contract extension, so they're good at running back. And their dynamic piece was DeAndre Hopkins. So this offense will look different than it did last year. And Monken did emphasize that the Ravens offense is not his offense, but there's no doubt he's been meticulously crafting upgrades behind the scenes. So he stated that the Ravens offense is not his offense, but he is crafting up plays for most of these players. And Todd Monken is doing a hell of a job right now because the Ravens they look better in passing than they have in recent. I mean, well, they had Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco was they had a good passing with him, but this team looks a lot different because this team is built on defense. So shout out to Todd Monken. They just gotta elevate the offense now, in my opinion. So as OTAs begin, this marks the first eye for players and coaches to align and set the tone for the 2025 season. So that's all I have for everyone today. I will be making another video about the preseason schedule, and I'm gonna break down my thoughts about that. So yeah, but let me know in the comments, like, what y'all think about OTAs and the Ravens. Like, what players are y'all excited for? What do y'all think about the positions, cornerbacks, linebackers, safety position? Do you have anything you want to say about the offense? Just let me know in the comments. And if you like this type of content about the Baltimore Ravens, then hit that like button, subscribe, and just let me know what y'all think. And that's all I got for y'all today.